in the Utah snow, trunk in the front. All these bottles are lonely. It's a moment when I show up.
What's good? It is Sam here, and today is day number 14 of real estate wholesaling in South Carolina. So, I wanted to give an update on day number 14 in the push to get to a couple $100,000, specifically $100,000, so that I can use that to write my book, so that I can have that for more credibility and trust with anybody that I come in contact with. And that's essentially just bait out there for people who potentially want to do business with me in the future. They will actually reach out to me instead of me reaching out to them. It's just one more way of trying to shift that table so that people come to me versus me going to them, and reduces that cost drastically. So with that being said, if this is your first time here, what's good? My name is Sam, and for those of you who are returning, it is good to freaking see you. All right, let's get into it. So I've got 4 different things to talk about today. We've got another investor, another no, potential deal lockup, the website, and an email list update. If you didn't watch the video from yesterday, go subscribe, go back and watch that video from yesterday on day number 13 about actually creating an email list of buyers to be able to dispose of properties more quickly. A very good update on the email list. Objective was to hit 1,000 by May 21st, because I had met a gentleman who had 1,000 on his buyers list, and he'd been doing it for 5 years. So I was like, if this bro can fucking do it, I can do it fucking way fucking faster. So we'll start with this morning. I had another meeting with another investor, so this makes it probably something in the neighborhood of 8 to 10, and I'm perpetually learning through each interaction, which is awesome, and I am perpetually getting no's on a lot of the deals. So that means I have an opportunity to get better at my screening, my pre-screening, before I take any time out to go do that. Not that I don't mind the time to do that, but I think that there's an opportunity for me to get better in my screening qualifications for buyers before I take any time to actually drive out there, when most fucking people are not ready to actually make a decision one way or the other. They're just they're not mentally ready to make fucking decisions in their life quickly, and so whatever screening method I need to use, I will keep trying different things to weed those people out. But most of them, it appears right off the bat that the quality of the questions that they are asking is immediate indicator that they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they're not actually serious about purchasing because they're not ready to pull the trigger. And then I came home for a bit, got a little bit more work done on the computer. Then I had another meeting with an investor, and I had a phone call with the gentleman that was from the other day. He's a contractor, and his finance guy or whatever. So that's how a lot of times they'll partner. One person will know the construction, the other person will know the money, and then they'll team up and do flips together. So that's essentially what that duo was. And they expressed interest and continued to express interest in terms of asking questions and whatnot. And then he found out that, like, there was water underneath the property that was more than what he was expecting. And so he's lost interest, or at least slowed down. He's not as quick to take action. So that was the phone call I had. And then after the phone call, I went to meet another investor at the property, did some rapport building and understanding his story. And built a good rapport off the bat. And the gentleman, again, it looked like one person might know about the construction, the other one know about finance, or whatever type of partnership they have. I don't know exactly. But what I did notice is that they were thinking outside of the box by what they were talking about and the questions they were asking amongst themselves in terms of creative ways to make a deal work where the numbers don't work in one way, you can make them work in another way. And what I mean by that is I have another lead for a 2,000 square foot 2-2 out on a lake out here somewhere. And I actually don't know where it is. I think it's TKA or something like that in South Carolina. TKA or TKK or something. And anyways, this lead so it's a 2-2, right? And a lot of people would say buy the property and then flip the property, and they would make their profit that way, right? And there's margin in there to do that. But another creative way to actually increase the margin is to only buy deals where it is a 2,000 square foot or similar, right? 2,000 square foot, and it's a 2-2. Because what that means when you look at enough properties is if it's a 2,000 square foot 2-2, then it can easily be converted to a 3-2, and the comps for 3-2s are going to be better than the comps for a 2-2 because there's more fucking bedrooms. So the prices that you'll be able to trade at are higher. Also, another strategy that can be utilized is doing something where the understanding of the process to add additional square footage, there's a deep understanding with that, or just a understanding of the permitting associated with and the steps involved with adding square footage. Because if you can add square footage at a cost of say $78 per square foot, and it's trading in the market for something like $153 per square foot, you can get the delta on that by adding the additional square feet. For example, if you bought, say, this property that I'm talking about, and it's an 800 square foot property, and you blow out part of the back wall and you add on another room with another 200 square feet in the room, then what you can do is now it is a 1,000 square foot property, and if you were getting comps at say 143, 154, whatever your number is, and it's only costing you $78 per square foot to install, just makes sense. And these are the types of things that I was as soon as he was like looking around, I wonder if I could put another bedroom in here. I already knew the idea. I was like, oh, I like these guys because they think similarly to how I think about a deal in trying to get as much value out of them as possible. And then after we spoke a little bit, he also said that he does a lot of lease options, which is another way to increase your return on a deal. So these are different tools you can utilize, or you can take these different tools and you combine them into different ways to structure deals to make them work or make them more profitable than they otherwise would have been if you didn't combine multiple strategies together. Definitely very good. They put an offer in. So I downloaded an assignment contract, and I wrote up an assignment contract. No idea what I was doing. I mean, it's not that fucking complicated. But you write up an assignment contract. Now, I sent that over to them, and probably it's midnight, so not tonight. I probably won't get it back tonight, but tomorrow morning I'm going to be following up. But bitch, where my contract at, son? He'll sign that. I'll get that back, and then I will give the original contract with the seller. So I've got a contract with the seller, and I'm taking that contract that I have with the seller, and I'm giving it to this dude over here. So now, instead of me having a right, my company having a right to purchase that property, now I'm giving that option over to this guy over here, who now has the right to close on that property. So the closing date on the original document, or I mean, you can always negotiate and make these amendments to it or whatever, but the original document is when we'll be closing. So this deal should be closing at the end of March on the 28th. So make sure you press that subscribe button if you want to follow along. I'm pushing to ramp this up quickly, and I'm going to continue to push to see how quickly I can ramp it up even faster to do more deals. The faster that I can experience new deals and experience new properties, experience more networking, the faster I will be able to grow as a person. The quicker that I can grow as a person, the quicker I will be able to expand the company. So the objective is to try to do more deals more quickly and to continue that process as we go on. So started with hiring somebody in Pakistan to do some skip tracing. Today I set up a website. So never set up a website before, and it was one of those things that I knew I needed to deal with years ago, and I never dealt with it. Like there's probably a giant missed opportunity if I had set up a website several years ago and started figuring it out several years ago, because I had thought many times over the last 10 years about setting up a website, and I never did until today. Came out nice. So that was nice. You guys can check it out if you like. It's Rock Hill Real Estate Buyers, I think. RockHillRealEstateBuyers.com. And so that still doesn't work. And I also used that phone number as a Google Voice so that it can go, and then I created a Google Voice message. So this I will have set up to give direction and clarity on the steps involved if they are calling that number. Then use that number as also a way to text message. So actually I had mentioned 4 updates, but there's a bonus one here that I'm going to give after the emails, and it's related to affiliate marketing. So this is going to be good. But first, let's talk about our email list. So yesterday, I think I had maybe like 6 to 10 emails on a buyer's list, right? But as I mentioned, these are people who have said no already, or just didn't have the probably didn't say no. They just didn't have the capacity to actually fucking make a decision one way or the other, right? And most people don't have the confidence to just say yes or just say no one way or the other. It doesn't matter to me what the fuck you choose. Just choose it and just make your fucking decision fast. I could care less which direction you go. I just want it to be done faster. So there was 6 to 10 people on this list, and I knew I needed to expand that quickly. So last night, my business partner and I went into a bunch of Facebook groups. And in these Facebook groups, you find, and this is, I had already seen this because I already joined a bunch of the Facebook groups. And then in the Facebook groups, sometimes I would see a post. It would say, this property, and then it would say, need cash buyers. And then in the comment section of this post, it would have people that were cash buyers leaving an email address. So, what my business partner did is go into all these real estate investing groups, all these real estate wholesaling groups, all these real estate groups in general, real estate groups, wholesaling groups, wholesaling noob groups, cash buyer in real estate groups, all these different groups, and we search for @Gmail on the side, which is basically anytime somebody's made a post or a comment that has @Gmail in it, that shit's gonna fucking show up. That's free data. You just have to collect it. So, let me know down below in the comments how many emails you think I'm at. This happened last night, as I mentioned. Now it's 12:20 a.m. But last night we had about 6 to 10, and we are currently just over 700 email addresses. Thumbs up for that shit, bro. Come on, press it. That's good. That's a fucking, what is that? It's 100x, right? If I was at 7 yesterday to 700 in 24 hours, less than 24 hours, that's a 7x, 100x. So, something on the email list. There's something like, so email marketing combined with like affiliate programs. You can take a email list, make an offer with an affiliate program, And there's going to be some percentage of people who are going to be interested, and this is going to provide value to them, and they purchase it. So there's digital affiliate programs for products or services or information, like you think information or services or a course or something like that, providing value to people who are interested in buying real estate. So go find one of these affiliate programs through like Commission Junction or ClickBank or one of these sites, right? Find the best one. Take their digital offering for real estate buyers, right? Something that's going to provide value to those people, because those are primarily what that 700 addresses are. Put together an offer in an email, send that out. So we're going to test that. I think we're going to probably use MailChimp. Have I ever done an email campaign? No. Do I know how to do it? No. Will I figure it out? Yes. If somebody else can fucking do this shit, if I'm doing this shit, you can do it. It just takes stepping up to the fucking plate. That's it. That's literally it. There is a bonus, but I forgot what the fuck it was because I didn't fucking write it down. So you can give me a hard time down in the comments because I don't remember what it was. Shucks. Website actually looks pretty good, but I don't remember what the bonus piece of content was. But I do think that if you are interested, like in something, that you should take action on that thing, whatever it is, and move the ball in that direction every day. It has been 14 days, and in about 6 days I got a contract, and about 8 days later sold that contract. Or probably tomorrow, maybe 9 days, whatever that comes out to be, right? In relatively very short period of time, opened a contract and have assigned, right? It still has to close, like it could fall through, right? But if I can do this, anybody can do this. It's not that hard. It's not challenging. You just have to step the fuck up every day. That's it. That's it. And it's way more fulfilling when you decide to actually show up every fucking day. If you look yourself in the mirror and you're honest with yourself, I guarantee there's multiple things in many facets of your life that you're not stepping up in. Whether it's your relationship and you're not being humble, you're letting your ego come into your relationship, whether it's not appreciating somebody else where you know you should be stepping up. You know what these things are. I don't know, and I don't give a fuck. You do it for you. At work, there's things, I'm sure you can come up with a couple right off the top of your head that you know you need to step up in, and you're not fucking doing it. Whether it's at home and cleaning, or taking care of shit, or fixing something, or getting rid of shit, or selling something. If it's anything, something with your car, oil change, cleaning it out, whatever it is, these areas in your life, step the fuck up. That's it. Period. That's the story. You don't need like a fucking YouTube video or anything like that, any more information. Just take action. Like I have no idea how to do these contracts. I'd never seen them before. I literally didn't even read through word for word in this assignment contract. I mean, I read through like 90% of it, but it's like 2 pages long. It's not that hard. Just take action on whatever it is in your life that you're trying to achieve. Crazy shit will happen. You do that for a year. Imagine the possibilities when you decide to fucking actually show up every day for a year. Think about the possibilities, because you've never done it before in your life. If you're watching this video, I bet. Maybe for short periods of time. Now try thinking about showing up every fucking day, 7 days a week for the rest of your life. Yeah. Crazy shit is possible if you just step up every day. appreciate you guys. Don't forget to press that subscribe button. Hey, share this video with somebody. If you like the message, you know somebody else in real estate who can get some value out of this, who's just getting started, share this video with them. I'm up to over 5,000 words in my book, so I've got that to write. I've got to shower and eat. I appreciate you guys. Peace.